All right. Welcome back, everyone. I'm going to let people funnel in here. Got a couple of people joining us live. If you wouldn't mind, toss in the comments. Make sure you can hear me. I just want to make sure everything's still working. So shoot me a comment. Let me know that you guys can hear me loud and clear. All right. All right. Thank you, Jamie. Okay. So let's get things kicked off here. This is check-in number 3 for the group. Check-in after period 2. We just went over the period 1 check-in at 1 o'clock. It was pretty exciting. A lot of fish caught. A lot of stuff. A lot of fish submit. There was somewhere in the realm of I think it was 28 was the number of fish that we had submit in that first period. This second period was a little lighter, but it was still a good round. So we are going to, excuse me, I'm going to run through sponsors quick, and then we will get into check-in videos and get a look at some fish. So first off, I would like to thank our sponsor, 903 Bait Company. Watch out, microphone. 903 Bait Company out of Bullard, Texas. They've got some pretty dang good baits, and it's pretty creative. He's got a few. I know you see some of these baits on the market that have these rattles in them. He's got like 4 of them in this variety pack. This was a little craw, kind of neat looking deal. Big giant paddle tail here, and a bunch of worms, some other craws and whatnot, but great baits, hand poured, small business. If you're interested in getting some new plastics, head on over to 903 Bait Company on Facebook and hit them up for some baits. Next up, we are going to thank our sponsor, Hogsback Custom Rods, here on the hoodie behind me. They are donating a custom rod to the winner of this entire event for the overall winner. So combination of event 1 and event 2, total points is our winner. So they will be receiving a custom rod from Hogsback Custom Rods. I have a couple of my ice fishing sticks here that happen to be Hogsback rods here. The first one here is a 28-inch flex. I would consider this kind of the walleye, all-around walleye, perch. Kind of a stiffer rod for those bigger fish. It works great for those walleyes up on Lake of the Woods. And I use it for panfish when I'm kind of dead stick, and I've used this as a dead stick for panfish as well. And then my other rod here I've got is a 26-inch PPX. This is their Panfish Noodle Rod. I used this. I've got 3 of them. Well, I had 4. I've broke one, so now I'm down to 3. Probably my favorite rod he makes. Great for panfish. Got a great indicator on the end. I went with the orange. It's my favorite color, and it's easy to see against the snow. So that's what I've got. A couple ice fishing rods. They obviously do open water, but being that ice fishing's right around the corner, figured I'd show some of these off. So if you're looking to get a custom rod, looking to add to your arsenal this season, go check out hogsbackcustomrods.com or check him out on Facebook and hit him up there. He will get you hooked up. And lastly, I'll thank Minnesota Made Outdoors for letting us use the YouTube channel to stream this live. We are streaming live on the Anglers List Facebook page, where most of you are watching from. We are also streaming over on the Minnesota Made Outdoors YouTube channel. So if you are wanting to watch this up on a bigger screen, I would suggest going to YouTube on your TV, popping this up. You'll get a nice big screen. I'm sure everybody's got 50, 60-inch TVs, right? Go check us out on the YouTube there and watch us on TV. So that covers all of our sponsors and people that are helping us out. I am Tony Dahlberg, the real Tony D. I'm your host. I didn't tell you guys that last time because I kind of assumed you knew, but I'm going to guess not everybody knows who I am. So anyways, like I said, I'm the host, Tony Dahlberg, and I am here to bring you some fun fishing excitement from this second check-in. All right, looks like we got a lot of people in here now. We've got 12 viewers. Shoot some comments out. Let me know if you've been following along. Cheer on your teams and ask me some questions. I'll try to get you some answers here. But while we wait for comments to funnel through, let's get started and hear from our teams. First, I'm going to start, like I mentioned before, we're going to try to send me some more videos this time so we can get you guys a little bit more content. Well, I got a couple of videos from Team Goodwill. So we'll take a look at those really quick, just some silly fun that they were having out there. So first up, it looks like they took a little lunch break. Wanted to give everybody a breakdown of how that goes in the boat. So here's Team Goodwill having some lunch.
I'm making sandwiches here. We got some smoked honey turkey breast there. We got a slice of cheese. Nice little mayo spreader right there. We got a little pickle jar. You got to add pickles to your sandwiches. A little Miracle Whip. I prefer mayonnaise, but Miracle Whip will do the trick.
It's more tangy.
It is a little more tangy, but I don't know what it is. Then we got a nice little loaf of bread here. That should tide us over for a few hours here while we're just doing some bobber fishing. You don't need to know what we're bobber fishing for, but I think you can guess.
Little slip bobbering, having some lunch out on the water. You really can't beat it. So those boys wanted us to take a look at how their lunch goes. Checking in the comments here, Wendy Johnson Wilcoxon coming in loud and clear. Appreciate that. Wayne Rhonda Farr. Go Team Mud Puddle. So let's get back to our videos. Goodwill sent us another video. They had a little encounter with a toothy critter.
So we found this little guy just floating around. He's alive. It's a little baby snapping turtle.
Do a release video.
Look at him. I think we might have a little pet.
Hey, buddy.
Jeez. It's a little guy. He almost looks like a toy. Ah! Yeah. Cool.
So we got into some snapping turtles again. If you were watching event number 1, that last round was very turtle filled. So it was kind of funny to see that they ran into some turtles again. So Jamie Wilcoxon saying, please don't bring that home. I'm with you. Snapping turtles can really do some damage. All right. So thank you, Team Goodwill, for filling us in there. Boys, would love to see some fish catches, releases, stuff like that. So keep the videos coming. I'm sure everybody else would love to see that. All right. So with that, let's get into our check-ins for the period. And first to check in today before 9 p.m. was Team Tenney Pounder. Let's see how the second period went for those guys.
All right, let me get the broad one on.
Hey everyone, it's Team Tenney Pounder here. This is Dan checking in. I got my substitute here, my dad Mark.
Hello.
Didn't do a lot of fishing this segment. We probably got out around 6:37 and just fished off the dock, caught a bunch of bluegills. Probably not going to score a point with them, but had a lot of action. Caught some bass and bullheads, but that was about it. I don't see us fishing probably this next overnight section because we got a bullhead and there's not much else to catch out here at night. So we'll probably just be at it early tomorrow morning, just after the next check-in. So that's all we got. I hope everyone else having good luck. You got anything to add?
No, just be safe, have fun, good luck.
All right.
Slow round for Tenney Pounder. Of course, we all know he's out on a family vacay, so he got his dad in on the action with him. That's got to be fun. If I was doing a tournament like this, it would be pretty fun to take my dad around and try to put some points on the board. So good on you, Dan. and Mr. Schoss, good luck to you guys. All right, checking in next, we've got the bass holes.
Hey guys, Bass Holes checking in. Session 2 wrapping up here. It's been a grind. Dealt with a lot of boat traffic. We don't have anything to submit, but been giving it our all and just not producing any decent fish. It seems like everything we pull out, people are beating us by a quarter of an inch.
Yeah.
But it's been fun. We're all set up here for the night. You can see how that goes, and yeah.
Yeah, I actually hope to plan on fishing all through the night. I think we're pretty well rested with just how today went. Took a couple naps here and there, so sucks we didn't submit anything, but still a lot of time left here. So hopefully we can get something through the night and keep on trucking tomorrow.
Yeah, we got enough beer for the night. We're all tucked in, ready to go.
There
Good
we
luck,
go.
guys.
All right. Well, slow go on period 2 for the bass holes, but they are locked and loaded for the evening bite. And I think that is going to be a good plan for those guys. Last time in that first evening round, I think we had some good movement, a lot of fish caught. So good luck to those guys. And sounds like cheers. Got to have a couple cold ones. All right. Great deal. All right. So we'll move on here to our next team. Team Hogsback checking in.
Hey guys, Team Hogsback checking in, 9 o'clock check-in number 2. Had kind of a rough afternoon. We were kind of going after a sauger, ended up catching a bunch of walleye. Couldn't improve the sauger point. We did improve the walleye point though. The rest of the afternoon we went after smallmouth. We just kind of run and gun, tried a bunch of stuff. But the 2 species we're looking to improve, or we improved on this session, was we improved the walleye and we improved the channel cat. So yeah, we're set up. We're gonna do some night fishing, and we're hoping for some good luck overnight. We got some confidence going through the night that we can maybe improve some scores. So yeah, hope we can hear some good news from all you guys, and good luck overnight, everyone.
All right. Thank you, Team Hogsback. Like everybody, they had a pretty slow round, but they were able to put some points on the board or at least get some upgrades from what it sounds like. And that is another team that locked and loaded for the evening. Should be a lot of fun to watch what they have coming through. All right. Next up, we've got Team Goodwill.
Hey guys, this is Team Goodwill checking in. It's been a long day. Spirits are high. Hope is low.
Just excited to mostly see the fish everybody else has been turning in. Ours have not been panning out.
No, we tried to recreate some of the magic that we had for us in the first session, and it just didn't happen for us today. So
We've been catching the fish, just nothing big. Everything's been really small. A lot of fish, just not the ones we're after.
yeah, we spent a lot of time trying to just hold on to the last hole. We had a plan. We wanted to stick to it, and we spent a little bit more time than we needed to. So we're on the road now, trying to head to our next destination that we were supposed to be at probably about 2.5 hours ago. So yeah,
A little ways to go yet, but hopefully tonight we can actually get some fish caught, unlike any of the other evenings that we've been fishing or sleeping more so.
yes, sir. So we got a plan. We're still gonna stick to it. Maybe a little more diligent this time. We just couldn't let go of a couple of the points that we were going for today, and it's been a day. Beautiful weather, great fishing out there. Just
Not the ones we were after.
not there yet. So, all right, guys. It's so exciting to see some of the fish that came on the board after the last check-in, though. Like that gar. Oh my gosh. I I hate to be in the
Sturgeon.
competition. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're in a tough spot right now. I'm borderline fangirling over here. So.
Yeah, we got nothing to turn in. Hope you guys did better than we did.
Good luck to you guys.
Tough round for Goodwill, but like you said, spirits are high. They got a plan, running a little bit behind schedule, but still got a lot of time. Sorry, I got a little bit of a froggy in my throat. Don't know where that came from, but anyways, Goodwill on track to hopefully put up some points. Hopefully they've rested up and can put some work in over the night shift here. So moving on to our next team, the Googans.
Googans here for our second check-in. It was a tough period. We went and tried some things that we did yesterday that we were really optimistic about. But they were pretty big gambles, big time commitments. Didn't pan out. Couldn't quite get that number we were looking for. So he couldn't knock anything off.
Yeah, so unfortunately we're not registering anything for this check-in, but a lot more time left in the tournament.
Yeah, so we're gonna go get cozied up for our night period and see what luck we can get there, and hopefully have some good numbers to report come morning. So everyone stay safe, and looking forward to seeing what y'all got. Good luck.
Just a lot of the same dinks and failed plans. Everybody has a little bit of trouble. Sounds like moving away from some commitments that they made to some points that don't seem to be panning out. So hopefully everybody's made a good adjustment for these coming periods. It's still early. We still have a lot of time left. So last and final team to check in is Team Mud Puddle.
Team Mud Puddle checking in here. We had a rougher second period. We killed a lot of time going for one species that neither one of us have ever caught.
Yeah.
And struck out, but we were able to scrap together a couple to submit anyways.
Yeah, the later part of the session here, we were able to grab a yellow perch, walleye, and get a decent black crappie. So
yeah, excited to see what you guys did, and good luck and be safe to you guys going out tonight in this night bite. Hopefully someone can put a bite together.
yeah, and don't be afraid to get some good sleep. Rest up for tomorrow.
Yep.
So
Hey, have fun, guys.
good luck.
Don't be afraid to get some sleep. I think he's hinting at get some sleep so we can catch up on the points. But I don't think Mud Puddle's doing so bad, but they were able to submit a few fish, some late points, at least based on the timing. The more I think about it, it may or may not be the exact time that they caught it when it says submit. But as long as it was submit within the period, it is a legal fish for the event. So with all our check-ins completed, I think that's calling for us to head over to the scoreboard. But before we do that, I'm going to knock this right off the bat because it doesn't play a factor into the scoreboard. We redid the contest from the first period because nobody guessed the first species. The first species that was caught from the first period was a rock bass. Nobody guessed rock bass. So we moved it to period number 2, posted another deal over on Facebook, which I will show you guys here after we look at the submission list. So I'm going to bring you over to our submissions list to take a look at when and what fish was caught for that period. And I got things all screwed up here on my screen. There we go. All right. So here is our submissions list. I know it is very difficult to see. I will zoom in a little bit for you. As you can see, we've got things sorted over here by the event number. So all these items that say event number 2 were submit today. As you know, our first check-in after period 1 was at 1 p.m. So as you can see, this fish here in row number 10 was submitted at 12:54 for that first round. The first fish that was submit for round number 2 was submitted at 1:28 while we were live streaming. And that was a largemouth bass from Team Goodwill. So if we run on over to Facebook right here, as you can see, we had a few entries. It looks like 7 comments. And Tom Thunty, I think that's how you say your last name, Tom Thunty, guessed largemouth bass. So, sir, you are our winner of the 903 Baits variety pack. So we will get in touch with you, and I will make sure that you get your baits. So shoot us a message on the Anglers List Facebook page, just so we can make sure we get in contact with you and get that taken care of. Thank you for everyone that participated, and congratulations to Tom Thunty. And again, I apologize if I'm butchering your name, sir. Pipe in the comment section and let me know how I did. So now we can move on to our scoreboard. I'm going to run you through the Event 2 score sheet to see where everything shakes out after period 2, and then we'll go over and take a look at the overall standings for the entire series, and then we'll get it wrapped up here for everybody to hit the hay. So first off, we are going to run over to the Event number 2 scoreboard. Like we saw from all the check-ins, it was a pretty slow round. Not a ton of fish submit. As I went back and looked through the submissions list, there was only about 10 fish submit total in this round. So not a ton of points. Some upgrades were done or were made here by Hogsback for sure. But as you look at the list, if you remember from round 1, Team Goodwill still sitting with 2 points in that smallmouth bass and rock bass. Those are the fish we looked at last round. Actually, you know what? I think this smallmouth may be an upgrade. So let's take a look at it. Yes, it is, because I believe they had a 11.5. There it is. Yes. Cole with the old grip and grin. That's a good picture too. There's a nice smallmouth. They upgraded their point by 1/2 inch there. We'll get a look on the bump board once again. Yep, there it is. Just over the 12-inch line. We obviously round down, and you've got your indicator in the picture. So good work, boys. Upgraded the point. Let's see if you can stack some points back on in this next round. So Team Hogsback, like they had said, they did put some points up, and were able to upgrade that channel catfish. It was a 28-incher. Like I said before, I thought that was a beatable fish, and of course they upgraded it themselves. Let's get a look at that one. There it is. The man himself, Mr. Hogsback, Jake Pills, holding a dandy channel cat. And we'll get our bump board picture. Gosh, these river monsters, you can't lay them on their side and measure them. You got to lay them on their belly, and it's just kind of an odd look, at the top of them instead of their side. But there it was on the board with the indicator, and good work there on that channel cat. They also were able to submit and steal the walleye point, and I'm a little bit I'm forgetting some of the points, so if I don't acknowledge a steal, sue me. So here's their 16-inch walleye that they're hanging on to. Nice fish. Looks like a little river action, I would assume, but you never know. Some of these guys are more open than others to reveal their secret spots. Look at that. There it is. The white tip of the walleye tail, touching 16 inches. That is a 16-inch walleye. We had our long-nosed gar, the white bass and lake sturgeon from the previous round. So nothing changing there. They're sitting with 5 points. They got one stolen from them, and I am just, I can't remember. I can't remember if that was a crappie or what it was. We can go back and look, but if anyone is curious, just shoot it in the comments. And moving on to Team Mud Puddle, also sitting with 5 points, but very far behind in the total inches. So Hogsback is still hanging on to that first place spot for this event, but they've got 5 points with 67 3/4 inches. As they had mentioned, they put some last minute fish up. I mean, if you look at the time submit, 8:24 and 8:32 on these two fish, this yellow perch is a new point for them at 8.5-inch yellow perch. So that added some points to the board for this event. Let's take a look at this perch. There it is on the board, 8.5. Oh, we got a glance at some of their secret baits there, or what they're going after there, and that's Dion holding on to that perch. So they added a point to the board, and I believe this was the stolen point, and that is a dandy crappie right there. 13 3/4-inch black crappie. I'll take those all day, any day. Nice fish, beautiful picture, awesome background. I'm gonna have to think of something cool to do with all these photos because we have a lot. And I should remind you, we're not looking at every single fish. So if you guys are curious, there it is, right on the 3/4-inch line. Big fat crappie, hands down my favorite fish. As you can tell, I've got, well, you can't see it now, but I got a big old crappie behind me on the wall. There it is on the bump board. Nice 13 3/4. Still very beautiful fish, but I think that one's going to be hanging on for a minute. There's the red horse we had from round one, the bluegill from round one, and the sheephead from round one as well. Moving on to Tenney Pounder, they did not submit any additional fish, so also still sitting with 2, hanging on to the lead over Goodwill, but they are still not our third place team, which would be the Googans. But Tenney Pounder, no new fish. Same with the bass holes. Let me see if I can get a look at this sauger. No, it is still not letting me. I don't know why it's doing that, but no big deal. So anyways, the bass holes with a sauger, still sitting with 1 point. A lot of ground to make up. The Googans did not make any progress either. Still sitting with their 3 original trout points. So they've got some work to do as well. So as it sits, event number 2, we have Hogsback in first place, 5 points, 149 3/4 inches. In second place, Team Mud Puddle, 5 points, 67 3/4 inches. In third place, we have the Googans, 3 points, 36 1/4 inches. In fourth place would be Team Goodwill, 2 fish, 2 points, 22 1/4 inches. Now I'm losing track. Fifth place, Tenney Pounder, 2 fish, 30 inches even. And in sixth, the bass holes with 1 point and 15 inches total. So that is your standings for event number 2. Total points on the board would be 18 total species of our 49 on the list. And that equals out to 321 total inches on the day. So let's see how that shakes down as an overall standings. As we all know, this event is crowned by the overall cumulative points total from event 1 and event number 2. So this scoreboard here is giving us a look at what the overall standings are. We have 46 total points. Now that doesn't mean we have 46 of our 49 species because we cleared the board. Any species counts towards event number 2, so we will have duplicates. But interesting to see 46 total points on the board, 823 1/4 inches. So how that shakes down, and I'm going to try to do my best, but I can't get this whole scoreboard in here. But I'm going to start with our leaders, and that is Team Mud Puddle taking over with a pretty sizable lead over the 2 behind them. But Team Mud Puddle is looking at 11 points total, 169 3/4 inches, and they've got a nice list of fish going here for event number 2. But it's still anybody's ball game. So Team Mud Puddle in first place overall, gunning for that custom rod from Team Hogsback. So it looks like Team Hogsback has a 9 points total with 213 1/4 inches. And that looks like they're taking over second place over the Googans with 9 points as well, but 162 total inches. So it's going right now, Mud Puddle, Hogsback, Googans. Our next on the list is going to be another tie for fourth place right now. Team Goodwill with 6 total fish, total points, 61 3/4 inches. And you have Team Tenney Pounder with 6 total points, 98 1/4. So he is taking that over. They are taking that over Team Goodwill in fourth place. So Goodwill is in fifth, and the bass holes, 5 total fish, 118 1/4 inches. It's really interesting to see these lower points with such high score or such high inches totals. But you got to remember the bass holes had that muskie. They also had the sturgeon and pretty solid walleye from that first event. So if it comes down to ties, I think that is going to be a factor for the bass holes. So they need to make up some ground from 5 to 11 total. So they got a long ways to go and a lot of time to do it. So one more time, I'm going to run quickly through it. Team Mud Puddle in first place, 11 points overall. Hogsback in second place overall with 9 total points, 213 1/4 inches. The Googans in third place, 9 points, 162 inches. We have, all right, where are they at? Tenney Pounder, 6 points, 98 1/4 inches. Team Goodwill, 6 points, 61 3/4 inches. We have the bass holes coming in sixth place, 5 points, 118 1/4 inches. So that's where the standings sit for the overall event, and a lot of ground to make up for a lot of teams. All right, so that's all I've got there for scoreboards, leaderboards, stuff like that. We got some comments that came in, and we'll run through those. Nice work from Rick Nelson. Congratulations, Tom Thunty. From Wendy Wilcoxon, Wendy Johnson Wilcoxon, apologize. And then Wayne Rondafar, beautiful crappie. That was a nice one. It's making me get the itch. I think the crappie bite is starting to fire up here with this fall weather coming. All right. I don't have anything else. We don't have any contests that we've set for this period. I don't think anyone's going to be up and paying attention a whole lot over the night. So we will be back tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. to get a period 3 update and an update overall. Hopefully we get some more videos from the guys, but I know they're putting a lot of time in trying to catch fish and got plans. So I'm just getting in their way asking for video, but want to make it entertaining for you guys. So if there's any questions, if there's any other stuff that you guys want to see, please fire me messages, shoot me comments here while we're live streaming. Fire off some stuff over to the Anglers List on Facebook, and we will see what we can do. All right. So with all of that wrapped up and you guys are updated for the evening, I am going to hit my last points as usual. We are hosting a golf tournament via Minnesota Made here at the end of the month on September 25th at Majestic Oaks Golf Club. There are still spots for teams, $400 per foursome. That's $100 per guy. Includes golf cart, range balls, and a burger basket. You can get in touch with Jake Kuchenmeister there at the email listed on this flyer, or you can go and reach out to the Minnesota Made Outdoors Facebook page, shoot them a message, get you hooked up. There are still spots for hole sponsors, $100 per hole if you want to put your business name up on a hole, get some promotion and some advertisement. There will be a lot of eyeballs out there. So that is our golf tournament. Something I should mention, the proceeds, everything that the funds raised from this event will be donated to the Future Anglers of Minnesota, which is our nonprofit organization that we started to benefit youth anglers across the state of Minnesota and just trying to promote just a good culture in the industry and get good kids into the industry to be those faces that you recognize. And we're trying to just help these kids be better, do better, and get the things that they need. So if you have any interest in helping future anglers of Minnesota out, go check out their Facebook page, shoot a message, get in touch. We can talk about how you can help via donations, volunteering, etc. With the golf tournament coming up, we are still looking for anyone interested in donating prizes, donating cash, donating, I guess, experiences, whether it's a all expense paid trip to a resort, guided fishing trips, guided hunting trips, golf trips, you name it, we'll take it. We're trying to get the best possible prize package for this golf event and make everybody want to come back and do this for years to come. So all that said and done, hope you guys can support the future anglers in Minnesota in some way, shape, or form. Like I said before, you can help immediately by going over to the Minnesota Made Outdoors website. They have an apparel page there, and every bit of apparel sold on that website will be, all the proceeds will be donated to the future anglers in Minnesota. There's Minnesota Made merch with like this hoodie. I don't believe, maybe they have this color, but anyways, you got the Shield hoodie. You've got the Minnesota Made original logo. There's sweatshirts with those, t-shirts with those. There's blankets, there's cups, there's all kinds of good stuff. There's also a Future Anglers in Minnesota sweatshirt and a t-shirt. And there's also a Real Tone D hoodie on there. All of those, every single bit, all the proceeds will benefit Future Anglers in Minnesota. So if you want to help now, go over there, get a shirt, take a picture, post it on social media, and tag us. We want to get engaged with you guys and make this as big as we know it can be. So, all right, that wraps it up for me. Do we have any comments, questions, anything else in the comment section? No, I'm not seeing any. So I'm going to sign off for the evening. That was our second check-in after period number 2. We will let the guys fish over the evening, and we will be back here live on the Anglers List Facebook page and Minnesota Made Outdoors YouTube channel live at 5 a.m. tomorrow morning to get an update after period 3. Good luck to our anglers, and hopefully I see all of you here again bright and early, and you can come enjoy a cup of coffee with me, maybe have your breakfast and take a look at some fish. So we will see you guys at 5 a.m. Thanks for watching. See you later.